everybody, and welcome to another episode of Hop Takes here on Milwaukee Beer Review. As always, I'm Josh.
I'm Ross.
And we are headed to one of our favorite breweries in the state of Wisconsin tonight. We are headed to Three Sheeps out of Sheboygan. We are going to try one of their barrel-aged releases from the first half of 2025 that we just picked up at their anniversary party. Couple of weeks ago, whenever this video airs. I'm pretty excited about this one, Ross. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what we're about to drink?
So we are drinking their, it's called NOSH. So this is a bourbon barrel-aged imperial stout with Earl Grey tea, honey, and lemon, coming in at 11.9%. And this is actually canned on January 17th. So like Josh had said, this was one of those things released earlier in the year. Josh and I don't get a chance to get up to Sheboygan all the time, so we picked up all of our beer from the first half of the year this weekend. Really appreciate the guys help us out with that because it was a big order during their anniversary party. But this is one of them. And we were both very intrigued by this one because it sounds interesting, a little bit different from what we've seen from Three Sheeps. I don't think I've seen a Three Sheeps beer with tea, but I could be wrong on that. I'm sure they've done it. I don't remember having one.
I can't remember one specifically. Obviously British in nature, the terminology of NOSH. So this is a bourbon barrel-aged imperial stout that's brewed with Earl Grey tea, honey, and lemon.
I just said that.
Did you say that?
Just said that.
Oh, well, I said it again. For those of you that weren't listening like me, that's what it's brewed with, by the way. So Josh is going to drink some NOSH here in a second.
And I think we both need to point out one of the things we were able to pick up this weekend is our Barrel Society glass. We get one of these every year for being in the Barrel Society. I love this glass. This is one of the cooler beer glasses I now own. So very excited for this.
Yeah, this one is legit. Crack this thing open, pour it out, see what we got going here.
I got beer all over me.
Do you?
Yeah.
So it is a traditional Three Sheeps barrel-aged stout. It is thick. It is pouring thick. No surprises there. Nice copper head on this. That head is sticking around for a little bit.
Very carbonated, like very fizzy on top. So
got some decent carbonation on it.
Yeah. No, it looks like a Three Sheeps. So
looks like a barrel-aged stout. To the nose we go.
Ooh.
Oh.
That tea is sticking out.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of that traditional stout nose, that sweetness, the dark malts from Three Sheeps that I get out of one of their stouts, but then I kind of get this like citrusy lemon tea character that kind of overtakes some of that too.
Yeah, the lemon definitely is there, and it's nice and subtle. It's not like overpowering or anything. But to me, I think that it's that tea that's really kind of coming out on the nose.
It smells really good.
Yeah.
Let's try this thing out. Cheers.
Ooh.
Wow.
So that tea is very strong up front. You get a good sweetness from that honey. The lemon isn't just it's there, but it's not as pronounced as I thought it would be, just given what we're getting on the nose. I will say on the back end, though, you get for me at least, I'm getting a full blast of the barrel. That barrel really comes out in the back end of that. The front end it's that tea and that stickiness from the honey.
So It's definitely a full-bodied stout. Everything I expect from a Three Sheeps stout. To your point, I get a nice burst of kind of citrusy tea characteristics on the front end of the palate. That's what the first sip is to me. It's really bright on the front end of the palate. It starts to kind of dissipate a little bit. You get a little bit more of the stout characteristics, a little bit more of the kind of the barrel mid palate. Out the back, though, what lingers to me is kind of that lemon citrus kind of note hanging over the top of some of the darker malts of the stout. It reminds me a lot of, and I know we said this before we started the video, but reminds me a lot of the Kentucky Fog Bourbon County Stout release from like 2019, I think it was, when they released one with Earl Grey tea. Although I don't think as tea forward. This is more lemon citrus forward to me. The tea is there. The honey is there too, which is adding some viscosity to it. But I think that the citrus characteristics play more of a role in it, maybe even than the tea for me.
I will say for me, one of the more uncharacteristic things out of this from a Three Sheeps beer is normally when Three Sheeps does stuff like this, I feel it's a very smooth palate that's really well balanced. This one's a bit more over the place. It kind of got a bit of a roller coaster on the palate where you're getting shots of one flavor kind of throughout, not really like a smooth transition from one to the other. It's good. I don't know if I was expecting something different. It's not really what I was hoping for, I guess, in some ways, but it is tasty. It is enjoyable. It's definitely something different than they've done. I don't think I've had anything like this from Three Sheeps.
I think that's one of the reasons I do like it. Yeah. A couple more sips and I'm getting more tea.
Yeah.
The tea characteristics are pretty strong. It's vanilla tea, a little bit of honey. I think the honey is more viscosity than it is flavor in this. I really like this. It's different. If you lined these stouts up, you would absolutely pick this one out. Like this is not a traditional barrel-aged stout from Three Sheeps by any stretch of the imagination. It's very different and described the way we've already described it. So
yeah.
I like this quite a bit.
So you're scoring this one. Where are you going?
Josh likes the NOSH, but I'm going a 4.
Okay.
There's definitely barrel-aged stouts from Three Sheeps I would prefer over this. I think this is really well done. I think it's interesting. I like the twist here, but I'm giving it a 4. I think it's in line with some of the good stouts I've had from them, but I've definitely had better from them too. And that's not because of the beer quality, it's the flavor profiles in this beer for me.
So in a similar vein, when I look at the score I'm going to give it, so don't freak out. I like Three Sheeps so much, and then with so many good beers that, you know, I have high expectations. This one, I had some reservations on just because the flavor profile wasn't really in my lane. It's made well, but for me, I'm going 3 1/4. It's tasty. It's good. You know, I would definitely drink it again if it was given to me. But I don't think I need to buy any more of them if I had the opportunity to. I think this is it's a really interesting take on this style of beer. It's not really up my alley, so I'm going to go 3 1/4.
Yeah, I get it. I do. It's also okay to be wrong. That's fine.
Okay.
But no, seriously, I do get it. Like, this is not a flavor profile that everyone's going to like. I'm curious what Jen thinks about this, because I think she might either really, really like this or she might really, really not like it at the same time.
Wake her up, find out. See how that goes over.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But good stuff here. Hey, Three Sheeps back on the channel. We've got half a year's worth of beer plus a backlog of Three Sheeps stuff to get on the channel. So more videos coming. We always say that about Three Sheeps. We could make this a Three Sheeps channel at this point if we really wanted to. But more to come as we move forward here. We've got a lot of good stuff to review that we picked up recently. But Josh likes to. That's what we'll finish it with.
Cheers.
All right, folks. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all in the next one.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.